Hey golfers, want to share with you some information that kind of had a feeling about in my swing, but this is something if you have a tendency to kind of hit behind the ball, not really compress it the way you want to, this could be one of the reasons why you're struggling. At least I was. Made some changes. But I want you to take a look at on this setup is notice the secondary tilt or the side tilt of my upper body relative to my lower body. Obviously, because the right hand is below the left, I'm going to have that tilt, okay? But unfortunately, I've gotten too much, what is called secondary tilt or too much side bend. And what you can relate to it is if we take a look at where this purple line is and that golf ball in the bottom versus the yellow line where the pelvis is, these are like center of mass reference points. You can see how much of a gap there is. So now when I start making my swing, as this continues to go back, and it's going to be more important, you can see I kind of close it up a little bit, and I'm trying to get more of a turn. A couple things happen. One, it's a decent turn, but let's take a look at also my pelvis turn, 44 degrees. So I get a lot of pelvis turn with this type of motion. And what ends up happening is I lean a little bit too much to the right. I have this gap in between my upper body and my lower body. So then on the way down, that kind of almost gets increased a little bit, right about there, exactly. You can see that increase in that line. So let me go ahead and throw up a line here. So I get too much this type of tilt. That's that gap in between the two lines. And now, in a sense, I'm kind of stuck on my trail side. So then now when I go through, I have a tendency to kind of, if my timing's a little bit off, can hit behind it. And it's also very difficult for me to rotate through the ball. Okay, so pelvis turns at 25 degrees. Let's take a quick look. Impact. So you can see, well, impact, I guess this is not quite at impact. It's short. It's only 23.8. It's almost there, but again, it's one of those things that kind of get me in trouble. Let's take a look at chest turn. It's pretty good, but because of that side tilt right there, it just makes it really difficult to get, on top of the ball, really compress and rotate through the shot. So if you have too much secondary tilt, that's what can happen. You can see that even increase to right about there. So one thing that I hate is when I see my knee move like that, and you can see this trail hip behind my knee, there's no way I can move forward through that because why? My center of mass, my upper body is behind the ball, behind my hips, and it's very difficult for me to move forward through the shot. So this is something we definitely want to see changed, and I'll show you the changes that I made to improve contact and totally change my motion just because of this one little secondary tilt adjustment. Hey golfers, don't forget to subscribe so you can see the changes that I made in my golf swing. If you're interested in having your swing analyzed in 3D, come and join us at Humo.Golf. We'll talk to y'all later.